Hey guys, what's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to be talking about buying phones. I'm going to show you some phones I recommend. We're going to start with the Zone 3 is my top pick if you're buying a new phone. Warning to you guys, these companies are trying to keep up with the people, with their audience basically, and phones like change every 3 months. So the faster your phone is and the more updated your phone is, the less freezing and the less you're going to have to check your phone. So, if you just want to buy a new phone or you don't feel like looking for bad ESNs, then I would advise you just start off with a bunch of Zone 3s or ask your family for phones. The way I personally love to get in phones is ask people like, do you have a phone with a bad ESN? Do you have one with a cracked screen that you don't want? The worse the phone is for them, the better it is for me because I'm getting cheaper. Is the phone by Verizon? Because if it's Verizon and blacklisted, it's not a phone no more. So, hey, can I have it? They'll ask me what I want to do with it. I could tell them and maybe get a referral, but most of the time they don't care, and I'm just going to get the phone for free. So that's my favorite thing about this whole phone farming thing is I could get the phone for free from just talking to people. Now, I most of my setup now, I didn't really pay for the two computers, but the Moto G's I brought at $20. It was like a Best Buy sale, and the iPod 6 I actually brought for myself, but it just runs so good that it became part of the farm. And I did buy that with Amazon gift cards that I made from the Moto G, so it didn't really cost me anything. If you know somebody with a computer that has a bad operating system or viruses, you could get it from them or factory reset it. At least that's what I do. I ask, hey, did your computer work? Why is the computer sitting here? They'll say the computer doesn't work. It's a piece of crap. I won't tell them how to fix it. I'll just say, hey, can I have it for like a project? I want to make something out of it. And they'll give it to me, and then I'll go home and I'll put Linux on it. Or if it has the Windows key at the bottom, you could put a current version of Windows on it and use the key to make it work again. So yeah, you guys, that's basically how I get my phones. A lot of people were asking me, does this affect your light bill? As many machines as I run, phones and computers with solid state drive usually don't run that much. If you're using a desktop computer, you don't really need more than one screen, no matter how many computers, because you could just remote desktop them and you don't need to see the screen whatsoever. So yeah, you guys, this is like the funnest part because I love trying to get free phones out of people. I haven't done it in a while. Um, you'll probably see that in my next setup that I have like a lot more stuff just because I know how to haggle. I used to buy and sell phones, so it's pretty fun for me to be able to take somebody else's junk and make it produce money for me. So yeah, you guys, let me get into some recommendations because a lot of people ask me what phone should they buy. Uh, y'all know I mess with the Moto G. Now, this was my go-to app trailers and checkpoints phone. Not these. You want the lowest gigabyte on Verizon prepaid, and they're like 25 to 30 bucks. The next one on the list is LG, LG Zone 3. My typing is horrible, sorry you guys, but it's going to be a long road. So LG Zone 3 would be my, um, actually, it's my first pick because Moto G's and Moto E's depends on the place you are. They run perk really well, and perk is like half of the whole phone setup. By far my favorite phones, if you just got money to spend, is anything over iPhone 5. Now, since this is a more expensive phone, I would say try to get them with bad ESN. I don't know if Amazon sells them like that. I know eBay does. eBay would probably be a better place to look for bad ESN phones. Um, if you're on Amazon and you use Bitcoin, Purse is an option to you. Do not try to buy gift cards. You will get ripped off. But You can have somebody buy the stuff for you and send it to your address and get 15 to 25% off. I usually don't go over 20%. You can also put an ad on Craigslist, say I buy this phone, and put them all like at 25% off and buy them that way. But you do have to think about gas and transportation costs. So yeah, you guys, those are the phones I recommend. I'm a big fan of Moto G's. I'm a big fan of LG Zone 3s. Nexus, anything that is very basic and don't have a lot of stuff on it. If you're going to buy a Samsung, I advise buying a bad ESN or getting a bad ESN from somebody else, and use the S's, the Notes, since they're bigger phones. They take up a lot of their own resources, so that's not really good for farming. So like a S4, S3, those type of phones, you want something that's very close to the original Android operating system because those tend to run better. So yeah, you guys, that's my tips for buying phones. Basically, the worse it is for the person, the cheaper it is for you. And those are my tips, you guys. So if you have any questions, comment down below. I do recommend that if you use Earn Honey, Nanimo, and stuff like that, that you go after Windows 7 and not Windows 10. But if you can't have Windows 10, turn down all the settings to like completely nothing except what's necessary for the videos because Windows 10 is a pretty heavy operating system for some reason. All right, you guys, that is the video. That's my video on how to buy and sell phones. Those are the phones I recommend. And any questions, just leave them down below. And peace, you guys. Enjoy making money, and that's how to buy phones. Bye.